Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with Barca president Joan Laporta in a recent interview with La Vanguardia. He recently spoke about Messi, Xavi, Fati, Franchisi, Deco, Romeo, Lenglet to Tottenham and many more. Then secondly, talking about manager Xavi, as it has been reported that President Laporta have assured him that his key positions at Barca will be strengthened this summer. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona president Juan Laporta recently sat down for an interview with La Vanguardia, during which he gave an insight into the club situation in the summer transfer window as well as the squad planning for the upcoming season. One of the major discussion points during that interview was Lionel Messi and his decision to join Inter Miami by snubbing a possible return to Barcelona. When asked if the Argentine moved away due to the club's inability to guarantee his registration owing to the tight salary space at the club, Laporta replied, "I understand that, but one thing has nothing to do with the other. We had an agreement with La Liga already that we would dedicate part of the resources we have to Messi. It was included in the viability plan. We communicated to George Messi. He told me that Leo had a very difficult year in Paris and that he wanted less pressure. With our option, he would have continued to be under pressure, and I understood his decision." The president again underlines that the club, would plan a huge tribute for the 36-year-old, possibly when they return to the new Spotify Camp Nou. He said, "Good luck to him, and we will start preparing his super tribute as part of the 125th anniversary, and when we return to the Camp Nou, it will be perfect," he said. Laporta also confirmed that Barca still owe Messi money for his past deferred salaries and had to keep paying him for 2 more years. He said, "What he is owed is the deferral of the wage bill that has agreed with the previous board and which produces outstanding payments that end in 2025. He is paid regularly. Given the urgent need to reduce the salary mass, Barcelona have been looking to sell players, and Clement Lenglet is one such star link with an exit, with Tottenham Hotspur seemingly interested in signing him permanently." And Laporta confirmed that an agreement between the two clubs could be imminent. He said, "I think we'll reach an agreement with Tottenham for Lenglet." Ansu Fati is another player heavily linked with the departure from the club, but Laporta insisted that he wants Ansu Fati to continue at Barcelona and succeed. He said, "He should continue. He has to earn Xavi's trust, and when he is on the field, he has to make a difference because he has the talent to do it. We are delighted that he will continue," he said. The president also confirmed that there are offers for many top players, but Barca are not a selling club. There are offers for Christensen, Pedri, Gavi, Araujo, Ter Stegen, Ansu, Rafinha, and Bade, but we are not a selling club. When asked about Franchisi and the interest in him from Saudi Arabia, Laporta said, "We are not formally aware of it. If he wants to leave, we will respect him, but he can be very useful for Barca." The president also addressed Xavi's demands for a top pivot midfielder, but stressed that the manager must understand that some deals are not within the club's reach, while also pointing at academy talents as possible solutions. He said, "He understands the club situation. He would like to strengthen the midfield, but he knows that some options are unfeasible and we would be wrong," Laporta said. "We would be cutting short the progression of the youth team. We have Marc Casado, Pau Prim, Gerard Hernandez, and Marc Bernal. First, we have to look at home." Asked about the pursuit of Aurel Romeo, the 61-year-old president replied, "He has had an extraordinary year in Girona. He has in our youth academy. The technical secretariat is working on this type of option. We'll see." On being asked about the possibility of a new right back arriving, President Laporta appeared non-committal. He said, maybe, but we have to sign up Gavi, Araujo, and then, we'll see if we have departures. Deco has been making a move for Barca as the new sporting director, even though his appointment has not been announced. Providing an update on the same, Laporta said, "We will announce Deco's appointment in mid-July. He will carry out the function of Tixki Bariscan in their first stage." On Matteo Alemani's decision to leave and the subsequent U-turn, Laporta said, "It was a reason to be happy. We understood that he had a great offer and that he decided to leave, but then he thought it was better to reconsider. He is one of the architects of the club's recovery." When quizzed about a new contract for Xavi, the president said he knows that his priority is to improve the team and the viability plan. Then there will be time for his contract extensions and improvement. He deserves it. He wants to continue and there will be no problem, he said. Great words there from President Joan Laporta, bringing us the update on the transfer plans and everything like that. I think this is his second interview in the space of just 4 days, and of course, a lot needs to be decided. He knows that more than anyone else, and we hope that he makes decisions that will enable Barca to get right at the top. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona begin their pre-season camp in just over a week. That is on July 10. That will be around 10 days before they take off to the United States pre-season tour, where they will play against Juve, AC, Milan, Arsenal, and Real Madrid. Looking into the squad ahead of the season's unofficial kickoff, however, the Blaugrana appear minimally changed from last season. The Catalans transfer window so far has been far from the paradise that many fans would have expected. Ilkay Gundogan is still the only player officially to be announced as being signed. So it is safe to say that Xavi Hernandez's side Barcelona, in fact, lost more than they have gained. The departures of Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba come as a big blow for Barcelona, and the former is clearly the more difficult to replace. The administration and the club president Laporta have been on the lookout for a replacement pivot for a long time now. The hunts began with Martin Zubimendi and also Joshua Kimmich before moving to Marcelo Brozovic. With all three pursuits facing roadblocks, Oriol Romero now appears to be the chosen one. According to a report from Ashraf Ben Ayat, Xavi Hernandez, the Barca manager, hopes for the club to close the signing of a new pivot before the start of next season, or pre-season to say. Needless to say, this does not involve just the announcement, but also the incorporation of the player into the team dynamics as early as possible. Girona were initially said to be unhappy with the way Barca advanced towards their star midfielder, Romeo. However, reports state that they will now be willing to let him go for a fee of around 5 to 6 million euros this summer. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.